Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear the sitar from the end? So this is all tuning, okay? I have not started yet. So I'm just testing the mic. I'll just see if the levels are fine. Can you increase the bass a little bit? Thank you. This collar mic can go a little up. Okay. So I have to ask the organizers, can I start or we can start? Okay. So, before the break, you heard about CRISPR gene editing. You'll hear a little bit about how gene editing is working in music. We don't edit genes here, but we try to edit the mind a little bit. So I'll have a very short session. I just have one request from all of you. One is that I would really love if all of you can come to the front. This is more like an interactive session. So all the people who are, we call them LLBs, Lord of the Last Benches, if you can come closer to the front seats. There is a reason for that, I'll tell you later. Because you all have to sing at some point. Particularly the good singers amongst you. Come closer. Good. Thank you very much. Okay, so today's session is a interactive session, How many of you have seen the sitar up close before in a performance, or maybe 2 or 3 people, I think, in total. So we'll start from basics, okay? This is an Indian classical, Hindustani classical instrument. And I'll tell you, a lot of us, we are a little bit scared about hearing Indian classical music is because we think that we will not understand it. It's too much complicated. And my job here is that, after you leave this session, this auditorium today, I hope, some of that can change to understand that this is very much a part of your daily routine. And I'll also tell you why that's a part of your daily routine, and you keep hearing things which you don't probably realize is deep rooted in this Indian raga system. Okay, so I'm going to play a small piece in the beginning. This is a raga called Miyaki Malhar. Okay, and this was made by none other than somebody called Tansen. Okay, Mia Tansen. That's why it's Miyaki Malhar. And as the name sounds, you might realize that this is something to do with monsoons. Pune is exceptionally hot right now, so there would be a good idea to have some monsoon to start with. and then we'll have some discussion on what to make out of it. Okay, so first I'll play a little bit piece of how this raga goes. What I would like all of you to do is to imagine if this is evoking the sense of monsoon in you. That is the essence of raga. We will come to that throughout the talk. Okay, so how that comes in. Okay, so what I played was a raga. Thank you. The name of this raga is Miyaki Malhar. Okay, um, it's supposed to evoke a sense of monsoon. That's why it's Malhar. And the way that I try to do it is that you start with the same principles as when when the rains come, they don't come suddenly all of a sudden, right? There are the dark clouds coming in. That's why you have an alap, and then slowly you reach the climax where there is an outpour, which was right at the end. So when we do that for Indian ragas, is try to actually have the same feelings inside the mind. So you have heard the word raga probably. The meaning of the word raga is that which colors the mind. So if it doesn't color your mind, then it's not a raga. Then it's just a mechanical scale. Okay. So if it has been able to, how many of you felt that this had some inkling with monsoon? Oh my God, I didn't manage to know. No, now there are hands up. Okay, good. So some of you could feel that there was a monsoon-like thing. Now, when we play the ragas, it's very important that this is really thought about. So you might not be able to recognize this, but if I'm playing a similar kind of melody, which you have probably heard, you'll be able to realize that similar raga has been used in other places as well. So, can you tell me which melody is this? Now you can recognize it. Yeah, because they have been playing with ragas all throughout. All music directors have been doing that. But we do not realize that there is actually a inbuilt, Indian music system behind it. So, this is a mixture of Megh, Miyaki Malhar. You have heard this one, right? And if you are a little bit oldies fan, you might have also heard this one. Okay, I'm now forgetting this. Does anybody recognize this? Oh, we are really getting old now. So this famous song from Bollywood. Bol Re Papihara, yeah, Vani Jairam. Miyaki Malhar, and then there are so many other songs which uses the Miyaki Malhar, Megh kind of things. And the basis of this is that you have to evoke an emotion. So at that point of time, even in Garaj or Bol Re Papihara, it has to evoke the sense of monsoon. But does it mean that it only has to evoke the sense in films and in songs? That's not really the case, because in our daily lives, we might not be film characters, or we are not playing as a part of a film, but we also have our own emotions, and this kind of changes throughout the day. Most of your undergrad students in medical, and you have your own share of emotions, right? Starting from the day till the end. Some of you are doing undergrad research also, right? And it keeps on fluctuating, because it's sometimes a good day, sometimes not a very good day, right? So when you come into the coursework in the morning, you're coming with a fresh night's sleep, and you have things all fine and going well and all. So that time it might be a completely different kind of a mood. So you will have the Shuddha notes or the major notes defining your characters, like. So any raga which has got completely major notes, Carnatic raga, for example. This doesn't evoke any, foul temper or, sadness, melancholy, nothing like that. But see that the power of these notes, these notes were made that way. These ragas were made that way. But as you go throughout the day, so I come from a research lab, okay? So I am, when my students come to the lab, they have put an experiment on in the night before, and they know that their experiment will work fine till they come in the morning and see that there is no band on the gel, okay? Or there is no blot on the western blot or anything like that. The PCR has not worked, supposing. And it just takes a minute for the Shuddha Gandhar, Shuddha Madhyam to become Tivra Madhyam. So it, like this. They come with, all that. And then they see the band and something has been wrong here. I did not put the reagent correctly. Or maybe, it's an oversight calculation problem. And there is a ragas for that. I would call it troubleshooting raga. You have to figure out what the problem is. And then as you try to do those troubleshooting, you also have to realize that now you have to go and tell that to your supervisor that this has not worked. Now then the Shuddha Gandhar doesn't work anymore. That's when the Komal Gandhar comes in, okay? Because you have to communicate that. So you go with... and then suddenly it becomes... And then you go to the supervisor and you say that I have tried everything. And I've made all my efforts, my calculations were correct, but still there was no band on the gel. Okay? And if the supervisor, a good supervisor, he will say that, okay, no, it's okay, you can try it again. I'm not scolding you. You can try the full experiment again, and then the Shuddha Gandhar comes back again. So that's how the ragas also change the moods. And in reality, this is how the ragas came. That it came to depict certain types of moods. Very aesthetic. And actually, this is why they have been a part of mainstream music for such a long period of time. The good music directors, the famous ones, they keep on using these motifs. Komal Gandhar is a very, very typical motif. It's a motif that is used across different kinds of, songs and all. Some of the good ones like right? You know this song. Or for that matter. and so on. But you'll be surprised to know this is not just Indian composers. The same scales are there in the Western system also, the Western classical, we call it the Phrygian scale and so on. And starting from 12th century, 15th century, 16th century, it has been widely used, this Komal Gandhar motive. You might have heard this. He didn't write it for Kirwani or, thank you, he didn't write it for Kirwani or Yaman Kalyan or anything like that. But the notes are the same, the music is also the same, it's across boundaries, right? So this is Furelise by Beethoven, but when you play Furelise in a sitar, you cannot stick to the piano composition, right? So you have to think about the Indian ragas that go. This is an example of that. Thank you. And not just Beethoven, but some of the more modern music also use the same motives. See how the ragas and different Western, Eastern classical, they actually come and confluence each other. Maybe this is something that you might have also heard. So, just 5 notes, and you see the composition based on these 5 notes. So, can anyone tell what this is? Yes. Five notes, Komal Gandhar, Bhim Palasri. Okay, this is how it works essentially. That these same notes are keeping up, repeating in motifs across the world, across different kind of personalities and so on. So since the time is short, I'm going to just have one last exercise. Like I said that since all of you have decided to brave the lunch and stay back. So this will be like we are going to make music together, okay? And it's not going to be very difficult, okay? In chorus, the advantage is that even if you don't sing too well, it gets smothered by the other people. So don't worry, you'll see that all of you sing very well. So you have to first sing with me these notes, and then we will try to see if we can make some music with it. So sing. Sa, together, loudly, sa, louder. I know that you can sing. Don't worry, just open vocal cords, khol ke, sa, that's like it. Re, ga, very nice. Ma, pa. Singing beautifully, louder. Sa. This is the last one. Sa, re, ga. Louder, louder. Ma. This section is better. Pa. Very good. Now sing this. Ni, sa, re, pa, ga. Very good, beautiful. Ni, sa, re, dha, ga. Ga, re, ma, ga. Aha, beautiful. Re, sa, ni, sa, dha. Can we do it again? Now this time with a little bit of beat. Ni, sa, re, pa, ga. Ni, sa, re, dha, ga. Ga, re, ma, ga. Re, sa, ni, sa, pa. Ni, pa, sa. You recognize? No? Sorry? Now? Yes. So this proves that all of you are singers. All of you know the ragas well. You just probably have not realized it, that you have sang ragas all throughout your life. Okay? So if there is anything, I hope you go back from this session being able to love Indian music, love Hindustani classical music, knowing that at the core of all the songs you like, there is probably a raga there. Okay? Thank you very much.
All the delegates are requested to be at their workshop at 2:30 without any delays. Please proceed for lunch.
The delegates are kindly requested to move towards the groove, which is opposite to the main building on the left-hand side.